All right, so pull up the Donald Trump article. As you guys know, I want to talk about this first because I saw this all over the news yesterday, and I can't believe how many people are fucking stupid, right? They're all like, stupid. I can't tell you how many dumb bimbos I saw in the comments saying like, oh my God, he's gonna go to jail finally, blah, blah, blah. So as you guys know, jury finds Donald Trump liable for sexual abuse and defamation in Jean Carroll case. And basically, long story short, guy sexually assaulted her back in like 1996 in like a dressing room.
How old is that, bro?
Yeah, almost 30 years. I know. Like, what the hell?
Are there no statute of limitations for cases like this?
Well, typically there are statutes of limitations, but this was a civil case. And for some odd reason, people don't tend to understand that there's a difference between civil cases and criminal cases. So in a civil case, all you need to do is prove preponderance of the evidence, which basically amounts to 51% versus 49%. And then you're found liable and you have to go ahead and pay money or whatever it is that the agreement has. I think it's also interesting that the woman that sued him didn't give a monetary amount of what she wanted in damages. She did that for a reason, because she wanted a virtue signal and be like, it's genuine, it's coming from, a place of, sincerity. But the reality is this woman went ahead and made these accusations as Trump was running for office.
Again.
Right? This is just, this is my thing, and I'll turn it to the panel here. I foresee that this is going to be happening more and more, where girls are going to, if they have like an agenda against you, or if you have some money, you have some status, whatever it is, they'll come like years after the fact, not do a criminal case, but sue you civilly. And all they have to do is find you 51% liable, and bam, now you're on the hook for a bunch of fucking money. Because you got to pay this bitch $5 million now. And I find it interesting that she has two witnesses, which are, actually, there's zero witnesses. It's her two friends that she confided in 30 years ago saying, oh yeah, Trump did this to me, blah, blah, blah. And I think this is just another situation where they're trying to disqualify Trump from the presidency of 2024.
Honestly, I'll take it a step further. Let's say the agenda or them boys or even the people at the top don't like you. They can say, hey, Mary Sue, I know you dated so-and-so back in the day. I'll pay you to say this about him and make it real.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll take the money. Fuck that nigga. Da da da. Boom. Now next thing you know, you got an article in the paper saying you did this and that. I mean, so it's crazy.
That happened to Tate. That happened. All the news articles started contacting his exes to try to bribe him. Like, hey, we'll interview you for a story. We'll give you $50,000 for this story. But they know what the story is. That's actually happening to me right now.
Yeah, it happened to me before too.
But you know what's scary? That happens to anybody.
Look, we're all getting
anybody, bro.
You getting too. I know you're blue pill, but like even
none of the. I would love to see evidence people offering $50,000 for stories, negative stories about Tate. Or any of these people. Like, usually those types of offers
they'll find ways to say it in a sly way.
But you won't see it. It's going to be behind, the scenes.
Yeah, but shit is going to leak. Every motherfucker's got a cell phone and an email and a Discord or whatever. Like, everything leaks today. Those types of offers being made to multiple people, that shit would 1 million.
You're being very trustworthy of these news
I'm not being trustworthy. I'm just using
so you know, it's honestly done in person. You'd be surprised. Local coffee shop, guy shows up. I'm telling you, it's very covert.
Okay. I mean, I think the main takeaway here isn't necessarily like $50,000 to make a fake story, but I think the point is that this is kind of a trend where they're weaponizing, right, SA or grape against individuals to knock them down a peg. And I think this is an example of it.
Yeah.
Right. It's no coincidence that he got indicted in New York, right, for some bullshit falsifying business charge, right? Mm-hmm. Falsifying business records.
Wait, how is
charge.
it bullshit? He did.
Bro. Okay, because I actually looked at the charge and everything.
Yep.
Number one, that charge is a misdemeanor charge typically. And, yeah, it's nine out of 10 times it's a misdemeanor charge. They rarely bring it against people, and they brought it against him, and then they're using the felony version of it, saying that, because you can only hit him with the felony version of falsifying business records if it's in furtherance of another felony.
Crime, correct?
Yeah,
which it was.
Have they proven that yet? I haven't heard what the other crime is.
Well, they haven't proven it because they don't have a conviction. That's what they go to court for, is to prove it,
No,
right?
I understand that, but they still, even from what I've seen, we're looking at the discovery, I still have not seen what this other crime is.
Is it the other crime FEC related, that you were paying somebody in the commission of trying to influence an election like that? You're not supposed to do that. Like trying to do like a search and kill on stories that are preventing bad press about you before an election season, I think is a violation of FEC stuff. And if you're lying about records, that misdemeanor charge will get upgraded to a felony because you're lying about these business records in the commission of that FEC crime, is what they're trying to hit Trump with.
Okay, but that's a federal charge though. It's not a state charge.
I don't obviously know. I think in New York I think they can charge you for that.
That's a federal charge only with the voter stuff, because I went over this and I was like, well, hold on, because the feds didn't even prosecute him on that shit.
The feds decided not to, but that's because New York said they found more stuff. I think New York said that, so they decided to go a little bit harder on it. Well, but I mean, they've got some grounds to charge him. It went through a grand jury.
Bragg campaigned under getting Trump. Like, that was like his thing, like to get in as district attorney was like.
I mean, we can wait until I guess the case goes to court if you want, but I mean, like they have the charges.
But they got the charges. But my thing is like they still have not like put out exactly what it is because it's not the FEC thing that you're mentioning. Because I thought that was it, and then I was like, wait, hold on, that's a federal charge. That doesn't make sense. So they still haven't done it. And again, from what I've seen, to me, it looks like they're doing everything in their power to keep him from running in 2024 because he's gonna win. He's going to win. Like they want to keep Biden in office. They want to get Kamala Harris.
There's no shot he's going to win.
You don't think he's going to win?
Trump is like actual kryptonite for the Republican Party right now. Who's
going to get it? DeSantis?
DeSantis is probably a better candidate, but why would you run Trump against Biden when Trump already lost against Biden?
Rigged.
Well, was that?
I know you can't say that on YouTube. No. Ironically.
Yeah.
Ironically, what?
I genuinely might have manipulated. If he runs 2024, because Biden's approval ratings are so low. And obviously everything going on, he's getting exposed and all this other stuff with, the Biden crime family, what's going on with Ukraine, whatever. I think Trump has a very good chance.
I don't think he's getting exposed at all right now. I think right now the Republican Party is literally eating itself alive. You've got Donald Trump and DeSantis, the two largest figures in the Republican Party, are like going at each other's fucking throats right now.
Yeah, they don't get along.
And then you've got all the conservative media is eating itself alive between the crazy Crowder shit going on and him fighting with the Daily Wire. You've got Tucker Carlson fired from fucking Fox News and Fox trying to find its bearings. Like the Republican Party is in dire straits right now. And Trump is anything but a great unifier of people because he's contributing to that mayhem as well.
He's polarizing.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not even trying to say like I hate Trump or whatever, but I mean like running him against a candidate that he already lost to is already rough.
Did he really lose?
If you believe it,
yeah.
Right. So running him against a candidate he's already lost to is going to be rough. And then the fact that he's so polarizing in the Republican Party right now, and he didn't have a good showing for the midterms. I mean, they could try. I mean, I welcome it, but
you know what's funny about politics?
What?
All this whole talk here about who's going to be president, they already know. No, seriously, they already know.
Yeah.
But that was my thing. I just wanted to because I foresee that this is going to be problematic in the future and that this is going to be continued to be used because we've seen it done with Andrew Tate, we've seen it done with Trump, we've seen it done with Brett Kavanaugh when he tried to become a Supreme Court justice.
Julian Assange.
Julian Assange. Like they weaponize women to say that this individual is involved in some kind of sexual crime when in
it's
reality,
going to happen to RFK within the next 6 months. He's starting to say things about the CIA. They said that they assassinated JFK. That he's talking about big pharma. He's saying that climate change is going to be the next pandemic. He's saying everything that goes against the agenda.
Oh yeah,
there's going to be women that pop up out of nowhere. There's going to be abuse victims from 1973. It happened, but it's not going to be taken seriously anymore. You've been accused of that. You've been accused of that.
Yeah.
It's like right now the BBC is messaging all my ex-girlfriends and trying to get a story pretty much. If they did say anything, yeah, they are.
Wow.
Yeah, my girlfriends from like 3-4 years ago, they're like, what is this? And they're not taking the interviews, but this is when the bribery happens. I know you're saying that it'd be extremely obvious, but imagine they go on the phone call and then they say, oh, Sneako was actually a little bit like blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. If you come in for a studio interview, we'll pay for your flight and we'll accommodate you and we'll give you.
Do you think paying for a flight and accommodating a hotel
But this is how they get the bribe. No, they'll say that, but then it's like $10,000 for a hotel.
No.
Really?
So I think his point, right? So for example, it could be personal gain. Oh, I could be famous now and get a platform. I'll do it. Hey, I'm broke anyway. I work at Target. You never know what it could be. It could be personal gain as well.
All these people that get rich and famous off of making accusations.
She wrote a book about this shit.
Yeah,
like, people have incentives. Like the woman that accused Kavanaugh, she had like a GoFundMe for that. Like
they might have had a GoFundMe. She had to move her house like 5 times too. Like she got so many threats and so much like real life harassment and everything for it.
Well, she was lying anyway.
Regardless, I'm just saying there's not like this huge factory. There's not this huge factory of women that are successful making false accusations. Like, do you remember the woman that accused Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Do you think she's like a millionaire now?
She made a rap song about it.
You're underestimating.
Okay, what's her royalties on that?
I don't know. But
like, come on, like you don't get.
If you get great, how you gonna make a rap song about being great?
I get your argument.
Come on, Destiny.
I'm just saying, like this idea that like people are making these accusations to get famous. I don't think it really works.
Are you surprised that women like attention?
Men like attention too. We're sitting on an attention-whoring podcast with 4 guys and all that fucking YouTube channel. So what are you talking about?
I get your point, right? But ultimately, it's up to that individual to make it work. So if they flop, they flop. But other people can make it work. I'm just saying they have the chance to become successful from doing that.
I disagree, but
all right. Well, that's the beauty of this podcast is we could disagree on things. But But yeah, I do think that it's I see a trend where women are weaponizing it. And then look at the Amber Heard trial with Johnny Depp. Like, had he not recorded her surreptitiously, we would literally be saying Johnny Depp is a deranged weirdo that grapes his wife, assaults his wife.
Yeah.
Thank God he recorded those conversations and we saw what was really going down.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fucking crazy too.
Yeah, but she's the face of Me Too as well, bro.
Sure. Yeah, she was crazy. They were both fucking crazy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He has his problems, but bro, She cut his finger.
And the thing
like,
about
she shit on his bed. Like, come on, man.
Every single famous soccer player, Danny Alves, Cristiano Ronaldo, all of them get accused of grape all the time. And it's like, do they even need to? Why would they need to grape? These guys at that level, you really think they need to go take advantage of a random girl in the club?
All the time in this industry. What are you talking about?
Now, I will say
professional football player like Ronaldo.
Wait, football? Yeah, well, look at American football players. Wasn't there like a whole fucking rape high school where they all like covered up the fucking rape of those girls or whatever?
Okay.
Like, yeah, come on. Of course. What do you mean?
Well, I'm talking about one thing.
Abuse or rape?
Do you genuinely think? Answer this question specifically. Do you genuinely think Cristiano Ronaldo needs to grape a random girl in the club?
Do they need to?
Yes.
No, but I personally know people in industry that are tall, attractive, they are smart, they're witty, they're charismatic, who have tried to rape my fucking friends before. I've seen it happen in person. It is fucking insane. But
you've seen grape attempts in person?
Yes.
You've seen live grape attempts?
Live grape attempts. Yes. From people that I wouldn't even expect it. I'd be like, no shot.
How are you there witnessing that? They're pinning him down and you're just at the party drink. Oh shit, that's a grape. Whoa, someone's graping over there.
Always how it
what
works.
is the
It's
scenario?
not always somebody pinning somebody down fighting.
So what is
such
it?
a weird
So what is the scenario? What are you talking about?
We can talk after stream if you want.
Look. The point
all right, bro. See, this is what are you talking about?
Hold on. I tell you something that I witnessed firsthand. You're like, what? I can't possibly believe that. But then you're like, I think they pay $50,000 in bribes to these women, and I think that it happens is when they show up in person, they make the offer in person, even though nobody's ever leaked this, so there's no proof of it whatsoever, and I've never seen any evidence. And you're like, you're skeptical of my claim. You don't believe me, but you'll believe all this shit.
I'm asking you to describe it, and you can't. I'm telling you.
I'm not about the details. Somebody's fucking sexual assault that they probably don't
need to detail it
right now.
What is the scenario where someone is getting grape attempted, and you're just like, oh,
the scenario is people are at a dinner, and then afterwards, when people drink a little bit, people start acting fucking crazy when they get to certain areas. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna out somebody's fucking story on my fucking stream.
We don't know who it is.
Yeah, but if I start giving enough details,
someone's getting pinned down at dinner.
No one is getting pinned down. Is that the only way you think grape
on the table?
What is? You got the gayest thoughts in your head right now. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, Jesus Christ!
All right. Look.
Yeah, go. What are we?
Yeah. So I think the point here. Always go.
I don't know what his point is, man.
Between these people, all I'm saying is that I've seen we've seen a surprising amount of women weaponizing these allegations against men of influence and power to basically, whether it's to sell a book, get them in a weird position where they can't maybe run for office or, decrease their influence, whatever the fuck it is. We've seen it be weaponized, and I'm seeing this more and more. And with the Donald Trump thing, and you did make a good point that his deposition was kind of crazy, which was hilarious. It was, right? But during this thing,
the defense didn't even try.
Yeah, because his deposition was funny. Because he said something along. They played the grab her by the pussy clip, and Donald Trump was just sitting there, and he's like, "Well, since the beginning of time, people that are famous, they could grab a pussy, and fortunately or unfortunately." Hey, shout out to Donald Trump on that one. It is what it is. But the point is, I'm trying to make is that I see it's
crazy, and the timing is so imperative. It's just like, bro, what's happening
he's
right
picking up
now?
Steam. Yeah, he's picking up steam.
So it's on purpose
as he's like doing these rallies. So it is what it is. And when she originally made these accusations, it was when he was running for office. So it always happens. Anything else before I hit the next topic?
I mean, do you notice he's starting to lose me on a couple points, man? I do like Trump a lot, but he's still saying stuff about Islamic extremism when it comes to a certain terrorist attack from 2001. It's like, really, you still believe that? Really, Trump? And then he's taking credit for the V word, saying like, oh, I saved Florida the death rate. He said making 2020 Democratic points when it comes to COVID. I'm like, really? Like, do you think anyone believes this stuff still? Your base is completely against the injection anyway.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, look, let me take credit for it. I saved America. He's making really liberal
I think that's
points.
More of a, no, I see your point. I think he made those arguments because, to be honest with you, the whole pandemic is what kind of fucked him up in his re-campaign. I think is that because he did other things well, but it's just that whole because a lot of people argue and say you closed the country too late because he obviously didn't want to stop commerce. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
So that's like one thing they get him.
What do you think? RFK is actually, I don't like the way he talks. He can talk a little faster, a little more high energy, but he's making a lot of good points about big pharma, about climate change, and about.
I haven't looked at him enough to be able to make a valid opinion. I haven't, but I know that he's going to campaign, but I haven't. But I think at this point, also when it comes to the whole, because we're going to have Dawson on talk about JFK, bro. I mean, at this point, I think it's Tucker Carlson talked about it. I agree with him. Like I think it's pretty much irrefutable almost that like the CIA, organized crime, and then them boys all had a hand in John F. Kennedy being, assassinated back in the 60s.
The RFK came out and said that.
Yeah.
Well, now we know.
Yeah. Kennedy had a lot of enemies, man. A lot of enemies. And if you look at like what his policies were back then, etc., it went against the military industrial complex. It went against organized crime. He was actually one of the few presidents that was going hard against La Cosa Nostra and, you know, them boys, their organized crime syndicates. So
you should watch Numek on stream and review it and see, because basically Ryan Dawson made this movie about how Israel stole the nuclear bomb, and that's basically the justification for why the CIA killed JFK. I want to see.
There was just one component of it,
right?
And then his brother was the attorney general at the time, the top law enforcement officer. He was going hard on the mafia, bringing them in for fucking questioning and shit, which was unheard of back then, right? Because they had their code of silence, omerta, whatever. So he was, they were going hard on organized crime, and they're like, "Nah, fuck this shit." So yeah, that's a whole other thing.
For Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Full retard.
Okay. Full retard goes, just showing support. Appreciate that. Mr. Medina goes, Destiny, you look very feminine from outside. In your opinion, what are your top 3 masculine traits? Yeah, man.
No, I want to know, actually. Yeah. What are your top 3 masculine traits?
Oh, my top 3 masculine traits.
Yeah.
I have a functional dick, so no snip snip. Let's see. I scream at people a lot. Is that masculine now, or did that become feminine for
feminine.
Debating and shit?
That's emotional. Yeah. Feminine.
Okay. I hate women. Does that count as masculine?
What?
The old me would have said W, but no, that's not masculine.
Yeah, we don't hate women over here.
I'm sorry.
We love women.
Damn, I don't know.
Okay.
I got a lot of money.
There you go.
There
you go.
There's my 3 top traits. There
City
you go.
Boy Farmer goes, RP without empathy is morality is empty. Tradcon without RP is naivety. And then Alhamdulillah, W Sneako W's. I'm shout out to you, my friend.
What does Alhamdulillah mean?
Oh,
What does that
shit.
That means praise God.
Your boy's here.
Rolo Tomasi. Shout out to Rolo Tomasi in the fucking house.
Bro, why are you in the chat, bro? Like, he's always in the chat. What else?
Hey, chill. He's probably doing his hair right now.
Bro,
Okay?
he's our homie, man. Destiny just
It's not just your stream. Like, I see him in every show I go on. Just dudes like, are you always online?
He'll be here next week.
Are you serious, bro?
He'll be here next
Valuetainment.
week.
Yeah. Pearl show, everything.
Would you debate Rolo?
Of course I would.
He would body you.
Okay.
He would body you.
All right.
Just
Sure.
Let me read
As long
this
as
real
his
quick.
wife lets him do it, you know?
Bro.
Nigga, bro. What the?
Destiny just sends his weak OF girls to debate me because he's too scared to come to Vegas and sit across the table from me. Offer's been open since November.
Damn.
If he wants to debate me on somebody else's podcast, that's fine. But I'm not going to go and like dig this guy
He'll
up
be
like
here next
fucking
week.
Lazarus from the underworld to try to resurrect his fucking career. That's not my
He'll
job.
be here next week.
Okay, I'll be here
Oh,
too.
we
if he
should do a
wants
round
to.
table.
Okay, round table.
If he wants to, yeah.
And he should debate your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I don't want him to get the debate-a-cron though, and end up getting sick and not able to show up if I'm here. So.
All right, that's fine. We'll moderate
We'll look it up.
We'll moderate it, and if y'all want to do it,
John.
we got here John 100. I get it now. Sneako Shank Sung. He transformed into a liberal last panel so he could get ready for the Destiny debate.
Okay, so am I a liberal or a sneakon? Is it conservative or liberal? So anything that's not red pill is like, yeah, you're not one of us, bro. They're calling me conservative and you're donating $100 to call me liberal. I don't understand. Like, does anyone have a clear ideology that isn't exactly lined up?
Well, no, it makes sense. Like, you're conservative because now you become sneak-on, but you're liberal because you change your mind all the fucking time.
What if I change my mind, like, on some liberal point of view? And what if I even change my mind on? Tell me.
I'm just shit on you with these guys. I'm saying.
You fucking grifter. I'm the grifter, right?
Asinine goes, how's Florida with them hard works gone? Do you think it's going to affect Florida? Hard works gone? I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay, thank you, Asinine, though.
Mr. McNasty.
$50
Ask Destiny why
to
he
ask
won't
that
debate
question.
Ryan Dawson.
He said he would.
Yeah,
Okay.
at some point, dude, I started listening to some shit on Ukraine. Holy fuck, this guy is like every single thing reported in the media he says is fake. So I have to dig through.
Because your only argument is source.
Yeah, and his argument is they lie. Actually, the Bucha massacre, that was all Ukrainians killing themselves.
So
like
debate
all
him.
the missiles,
It
that was
sounds-
Ukrainians blowing on
It
themselves.
sounds so easy to debate him then.
I didn't say it was easy. It's a lot of fucking work.
Source.
Because this guy will have some fucking like, well, in this newspaper published in 1998, they said that they were going to bomb
Ryan
this building.
Dawson is sharp, though, man. Like, he's probably one of the smartest geopolitical commentators that I've talked to ever.
Didn't you debate him back in the day?
Yeah, that's how I found about him.
Years ago.
2015. Yeah.
Hillary Clinton.
Bro, he's banned on MySpace. He was the OG canceled person on every single crypto exchange.
Ryan
banks.
Dawson's really, really smart, man. Evan Memphis put Sneako and Destiny in the same podcast, but can this podcast handle the tension if Destiny and Satan the Sinner were both on?
Oh,
There's no way he would agree to it, but that would be really funny.
He would do it.
Okay. If he wants to, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he would do it.
Maybe his dead friend can sell some more fake merch while I'm here.
Oh God. Okay, so I guess we could go ahead and pull up what y'all were talking about before.
yes.
So let's pull up Rolo's tweet real quick because this has been a point of contention
with
in a
Sneako.
lot of things. We got it right there. So this was his tweet, right? It goes, and this was from a week ago, about a week ago.
Well, we could go.
So the quickest path the quickest path to becoming a high value man. Number 1, don't get married, avoid family creation, vasectomy in your 20s, lift consistently, eliminate all sedations, learn game and networking, play to your strengths, build wealth, resist easing up on your focus. And it's the quickest path to becoming a high value man. And I know that, you know, Sneako had some point of contention specifically with number 3, which is get a vasectomy in your 20s.
Can I just ask, why
yeah,
did he need 8 points? Did he like get contracted to write all 8 of these? Because like I see some duplication. So like number 2, avoid family creation. Number 3, vasectomy in your 20s.
It's kind of the
Couldn't
same.
that be like collapsed into 1 point? Did he need
thing.
8? Did he feel stupid with like 6 or 7? Or
Okay, I mean, you're.
I'm just curious, but
I
like
think
a
he's
reason.
clarifying it out. It's just 8 things. I mean, he could have said put them together. I guess
The best person to ask question to is Rollo directly.
That's true.
So we'll do it next week,
I
probably.
hope so, yeah.
But this list is concise because once again, he's just saying in general, fastest way to get to that point.
Yeah.
What is high value man?
I think he means what he means in this context is being a guy that's like desirable to women and being attractive to women, so that you'll be I guess a marketable sexual partner.
Well, but that doesn't make sense, right? Like avoid family creation and get a vasectomy.
That's what
isn't,
women
like,
want.
Be attractive to men.
Well,
Like,
no. It's
or be attracted
because
to women, right?
again, like I said it before, but I'll say it again because you're here. So he gave the instructions to retard proof it, right? Because when you give advice, typically you have to, you know, appeal to the lowest common denominator. So like there's guys out there, right, that could have been, I'm being honest here. There's guys out there that, you know, could have played basketball back in the day, maybe football, whatever, and their career got smashed because they got a girl pregnant and they couldn't pursue what they wanted to do because they had to be a dad early.
True.
So what he's saying is, okay, this is how you mitigate risk so you could become a higher status guy. We're going to eliminate all the things that could fuck you up. Now, I want to make this very clear for some of y'all because some of you guys don't understand. I'm not saying I advocate for vasectomies or whatever. I don't have one. I've never gotten one. But what I am saying is that given the context of what he's tweeting for this specific situation, it makes sense because he's saying, hey, these are the ways so that you don't fuck yourself up to ensure that you're going to be successful. He's retard proofing it.
But that is a pretty retarded advice because you're saying do this so that you become more attractive to women. So what's even the point of having a relationship with a woman if you can't have kids with her? Then you're just having an empty relationship just to fuck her for your whole life. And then what?
He's saying to become high value, which means you make the choice. Do I want to do that or not? So he's giving you the choice to do that, but once to become high value.
Myron just said that it's to become high value to become attractive to a woman.
Yeah, if that's what you choose.
I feel like we're 2 months away from tweets of like, give your bro like the key to your fucking cock chastity cage to make sure that you guys aren't fucking around without permission or whatever. Like, I feel like we're like, don't you guys tweet all the time about how like, oh, like women are fucking disgusting that are freezing their eggs at like 20 and they're never gonna find out.
Yes.
And now you've got like guys that go to sperm clinics like, here you go, I'm never gonna be able to impregnate my wife because there's like a 30% reversal rate on this fucking surgery, but maybe in the future I can
We laugh
inject
at
my
girls who want to
cold
freeze their
fucking
eggs
semen.
all the time.
Yeah, like it's like the same
but
shit.
Notice, right? He has 2
It's like
points.
a 90% reversal rate.
Yeah,
actually.
Well,
It's a lot
depending on
higher.
how
Is that
quick
true?
it is. Wait, for
It's a-
vasectomies?
Yeah, to get it reversed and be able to actually
After like 10 years, it's like 30 to 50%.
Yeah,
And
but
your
after
20s
10
is
years,
10
Yeah,
years.
You're supposed to reverse it back within the 10
Well,
years.
wait,
your-
hold on, wait.
your
So you're gonna
20s is
get
10 years.
vasectomy at like, yeah, you're gonna get a vasectomy at 20, become high value by 23, and then get it reversed. Like what?
I mean, I wouldn't say 23. You're being extreme as usual.
Well, he said
Well,
your 20s. That's 10 years.
Yeah, but you can do it but when you're 28, 29. At that
So,
point,
so 9 years. What is it? 45% chance of reversal, bro. You're not gonna have kids
It's just
anymore.
you're sterilizing half your audience. That's just wild to me.
Hold on. Notice he
Yeah.
had 2 points there. He said, 1, avoid what? Family creation, and 3, vasectomy in 20s. You can choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
Apply what you need to apply. He's just saying you could do either or.
Okay.
No, he's
I'm
not.
just saying, I'm worried that
Yeah.
Rollo's kids aren't going to have any customers
you
to sell
guys-
books to. Okay,
here's
that's
the
what I'm worried
thing.
about.
You guys are confusing it with. He's giving that advice. Those things are to mitigate fuck ups.
Yeah.
So that you get on your path to becoming higher status. That's to mitigate fuck ups. It's not about this is so you can fucking have a bunch of kids and have a family. That's not the advice. The advice is this is how you mitigate fuck ups in your 20s so that you can become attractive. Now, again, like I said before, am I telling guys go out there and get a vasectomy? No. But he's giving these points because if you follow those things, it's going to be very difficult for you to fuck your life up.
Here's a question for on that list.
Yeah, go
He's got 2 things. Okay, about your dick. Okay, about avoid family creation, get a vasectomy. Is there anything on that list about like just avoid women?
But
avoid
hold on.
temptation.
Hold on. We know as men, we want women no matter what. But whether we want to abstain or be monk mode, it doesn't matter. However, question for you guys on the panel. If you had a kid, be honest here, would you be where you're at right now?
Destiny had a kid at
Have
his
a
early
kid,
20s.
yeah.
No. Well, oh, you did?
Yeah, he had a
He's
kid
in
in his early
depression,
20s.
Okay.
He's very successful.
But I mean, no, it was a lot of difficulty, of course. Yeah.
But be honest though, your kid is amazing, I bet. But at the same time, it did hold you back a little bit.
No,
on
yeah, of
certain
course,
things. Sneako, for you, would you be in the same spot? Honestly,
If I had a kid at what age are you talking about?
early, like 20.
I mean,
No, you wouldn't be. That's the point here.
yeah, who knows where I would have been? My life would have been a completely different life.
The point is you might not even be here. I'm just trying to say he's saying mitigate risk and say, you know what? Avoid.
Well, I
kids-
might not be on the Fresh and Fit podcast right now, but I would have been successful in different realms, and maybe I would have taken a different path.
How do you
Also,
know?
why not just like use protection?
Yeah, see, this okay.
That's a good point. And he said avoid what? Family creation, which means use a condom too.
No, it doesn't. It says get a vasectomy. That was the
No,
advice.
no. That's
Stop trying to.
number 3.
You're coping,
That's
bro.
number 3. Number 2 says avoid what? Creation.
So is it like this
It
is
could
like the list of 8 things to be successful? Pick 5.
That's the list.
Listen.
It's like a build your own lunchbox from
It's-
Taco Bell. Like
it's-
what? I thought
it's
you'd
the
follow all the points of the
context
list.
a faster way to be high value, which means, for example, mitigate risk. That's all he's saying here.
Hold on. Okay, but here's the part that I completely disagree with.
I mean,
and
in
I'm
the
not
context under what he's talking, I
you're
think.
taking it-
but
yeah,
this-
I'm
this
taking
is-
it a whole other level.
I'm not.
We're taking it literally.
This
as
is
it's
the
written, right?
which you should take it literally if this is the godfather of the red pill, right? You guys all give this guy so much credit. I don't really know
He's
much
written
about
like 5 books
it.
supposedly.
The
right?
hypocritical part about it is that we make fun of girls all the time for not controlling their sexual urges and being hoes all the time. Like she belongs to the streets, all this stuff. You tell guys that they're losers if they don't go to the gym. They're losers if they play video games. You're a loser if you smoke weed. You're a loser if you watch sports. You need to exercise discipline. But when it comes to girls, oh shit, get a vasectomy because you can't control yourself, because you're not capable of exercising discipline. Why do you have to be disciplined in every single aspect of life? Networking, success, all this stuff, watching sports, playing video games. You need to be on your stuff. But for women, nut inside girls with after getting a transgender surgery. That's the one thing you can't be disciplined in.
Sneako, can you stop fucking girls?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Stop the cap.
Hold it to it right now. Don't fuck until you get married.
Well, no.
No.
Better advice.
You
Better
just
advice.
said you can hold it. So don't fuck until you get married.
Better advice is
No. I swear to God.
What,
Right now.
you're saying no.
Are you cool with that? Handshake.
Well, no, wait, hold on.
This is such a
Here's
stupid
the real
argument.
question. Here's the
You
real
need
question.
to
Hold on.
fuck.
Has Sneako fucked a girl before?
Yes.
Has he had a vasectomy?
No.
Does he have any kids?
No.
He's
Then boom, there you go.
So
He's
I
able
know
to
how
do
to
it. He's
exercise
able to do
discipline.
it.
Plan B. So he would have had a kid, which means he's gonna fuck up at some point.
Hey,
We're
listen,
human.
and they still
We're
sell
men.
plan, they still sell Plan B.
No. But the point is,
That is the point. He's able to fuck girls, not have a vasectomy, and still not have kids. It's possible.
What did number 2 say? Avoid family creation. It could be condom or Plan B. But he's just saying to be
It's
extra
another
careful.
form of contraception, is what it is, basically.
But he didn't say that. And that's not a good form of contraception because it's not supposed to be reversed. That's what the doctor tells you when you get a vasectomy surgery. It's like, you cannot expect this to be reversed. That you shouldn't go into that thinking that you're going to reverse it. And also, a better advice, instead of saying never fuck again, maybe for the women that I do have sex with, prepare that she could be the mother of your children. Maybe don't spend time with hoes all the time thinking I need to fuck 50 girls so I understand feminists and how retarded they are. Maybe just don't fuck them. Maybe fuck women that you can see yourself having a family with.
When you first hold on. That's a very good
You won't
point.
be able to detect that though unless you have
Exactly.
experience.
You need experience.
You need experience, bro.
How
How
would
do
you
you
know?
wait? No. How do you need experience? What does that mean?
How would you know what's good for you if you never had it?
The red pill advice is you need 50 bodies to understand
I
women.
want to open this one up.
Let's go.
Do you think you need to fuck a girl to tell if she's like family material?
No. We're saying experience-wise.
What does experience mean?
No. Dating, courting, having that one-on-one experience. Okay, she likes this. She doesn't like this. This is weird. This doesn't work. I can tell from experience what works.
Wait,
now,
what does any of that have to do with fucking
no,
her?
hold on. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Now, adding in sex, you can understand. Okay, once this point has passed, I can see who she really is. Because remember, people put on front at the very beginning, but when you have sex with somebody, they are more often likely to show you who they really are.
That is absolutely not true.
That
How
is-
many stories do you hear of husbands who are like, my wife used to blow me every single day, and then as soon as we got married, all the sex stopped? Or we have dead bedrooms now. We were super active our first year, but that is absolutely not true. Sex can absolutely change after you've gotten married. And you can tell, regardless of experience, you can tell who's a 304 or who's like family material without fucking them first. For you guys, you can probably tell just by looking at their Instagrams. Isn't that what you guys are like professionals at? Is picking out hoes based on their Instagram pictures? You're telling me you have to fuck through like 30 women to find a good, like, how many conservative men, like if we brought in like real conservative men who have strong families, how many of them are like, yeah, I had to fuck 25 bitches when I was in college in order to find the love of my life right now that could take care of my kids. That's a wild statement. If you want to fuck, that's fine. But don't pretend you're doing it for this fucking altruistic purpose of finding a good mom.
But can you admit that when you meet somebody for the first time, right? You're trying to see who they really are as a person, and ultimately you're gonna have sex, right?
I mean,
You don't
hopefully.
have to.
But I mean, having sex is like the least important part of seeing what kind of a person they are.
Actually, if you're compatible or not is very important.
If you're compatible, but in terms of like, would this be a good mom? Is it like, what, if she throws it back doggy, she'd probably take the kids like out to the park every day? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what, like, she doesn't swallow? I don't think she'd feed my kid if I didn't make it home in time? Like, what does that mean?
Okay,
Like,
so-
she shows up to blow me every night, so I know she'll be on time picking my kid up from school.
So-
Like, what is the correlation here?
The whole
What?
package itself, right, is going to include sex. I'm just saying the dating process itself, going through the whole motions, you can see who the person really is. That's all I'm saying here.
I've heard you say that a lot. I'm not understanding the connection
All right,
between.
so this is why. Right?
Okay.
Because I was the one that basically said this, that guys need to, I think guys should, bang at least 50 girls, if not, more, at bare minimum,
What
before
is
they
the
get married.
average number of girls a guy fucks?
It's
Very
a lot less
small.
than that.
It's small.
It's like
Which is
fucking-
even
it's
weird
like-
advice. If
It's
you're
like
saying get it,
8.
Hold on.
if you're saying get a vasectomy, 1 in 3 guys are virgins or haven't had sex in the past year, and you're telling these guys, yeah, you need to, they don't need that problem. They're not fucking that many girls that they need to worry about having a kid accidentally.
Bro, we're saying for what Rolo said in that specific tweet, it makes sense. Are we sitting here saying get vasectomies, guys? No, but in the context of what he said, becoming a high value man as quickly as possible and mitigating all risk, I see where he's coming
You
from.
guys aren't really having a clear stance.
So that's tweet in that context, which we've said a million times that you don't want to accept, is that from what he's saying to become a high value man as quickly as possible in your 20s and mitigate fuck ups, because again, he's retard proofing it. Like I've said before, I see where he's coming from. Nowhere am I saying go get vasectomies, guys. I'm saying in that specific tweet, what he's saying, I understand. Now, going back to the whole thing with 50 girls, right? There's a bunch of reasons why I tell guys they need to get sexual experience with women. Number one, you need to get an abundance mindset, okay? A lot of guys get with girls out of necessity and a scarcity mindset. First girl that touches their pee-pee, oh, I want to commit to you. So that's a problem because you're not going ahead and getting with the girl from a position of choice. You're getting with her from a position of necessity and scarcity. That completely changes the dynamics of the relationship, and that's going to put her in the leverage position. That's number one. Number two, it'll help you understand female nature. A lot of the times, the mask comes off after you've had sex with the girl to a degree. Now, I know what you said. Oh, well, then you marry her, and then she goes ahead and you're not getting sex anymore. That's why you don't get married, because when you marry, what ends up happening? The girl gets leverage. We tell guys, and even though people might not like this, me saying this, you need to always have the position of power and the position of leverage.
Would that completely change this? Well, every single fucking point. Okay, go for it.
So, because this is what I'm saying, like you need to have sex with a bunch of girls, right? You get an abundance mindset, number one. So you're actually picking her versus, a necessity standpoint. Then helps you understand female nature because you understand female manipulation tactics. Because girls, right, will do whatever they can to withhold sex from you. So before you give enough resources, time, whatever it may be. It's a dance between the two genders to get what they want. And then yeah, you become you're able to better discern female nature. So those are the main
I think
points.
every one of those points is silly. One, woman is going to have leverage over you as soon as you have a family, right? If you guys are the ones that are saying the family court's all rigged and bugged and she can fuck you with child, so that doesn't matter whether it's marriage or child support. The child support is scarier than the marriage part, because child support is you're hooked for 18 years and you're always on child support, whereas alimony is like 10% of all marriages. So whatever you're talking about avoiding leverage in a relationship, that goes immediately out the window as soon as you've nutted up on her, okay? And she's pregnant.
Mean if you have kids.
Yeah.
Right?
So we're talking about shopping for a woman that can have kids. So that's one thing. Second thing, I'm trying to remember every point you made. Discerning female nature.
Getting an abundance mindset.
Yeah.
Was the other one.
Getting
So
an abundance mindset
picking
in any healthy relationship, your partner is going to have some kind of leverage over you.
Of course. But
Because
you
you
need
love
to
your
maintain
partner.
most of the leverage as the man.
Even both people are going to have somewhat of like ultimate leverage over the other person. If you're in a healthy relationship, you don't want your wife to leave you. That would suck. She doesn't want you to leave her. That would suck.
Of course. But as the man, you need to have most of the leverage, and you need to care about the relationship less than she does, is my point.
Okay.
In every relationship, one person is needed more than the other.
No.
I'm saying the woman should need you more than you need her. That's my argument.
Horrible relationship advice. This is because at some point you have to make the decision to say, I'm going to start investing a scary amount of emotional and physical and psychological resources into this relationship to make it work. Any good relationship is going to have that investment, such that if it ends, it's going to suck. If you go into a relationship with this thought process of like, I need to be able to leave this 304 at any fucking point I want to be fine or whatever, you're never going to get a good relationship. Those aren't good relationships. I feel like I can walk away at any point in time and I don't give a fuck. At some point, you're like, the whole point of like a relationship where you really love each other is some amount of like vulnerability and trust in each other to not like fuck up, right?
See, I see where you're coming from, right?
Yeah, that's the coming from the trying to maintain a healthy relationship.
No, I get that. But that's why I'm saying, like, because I want guys to be in a position that even if they love a girl and they really like her, they could still walk away from her if she does some dumb shit. And you get that from having abundance
That's not
mindset.
love, though. You're not building like good relationships there.
You can absolutely love someone and still walk away from them when they do stupid shit.
100%.
If you can just walk away,
you have to.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Guys need to have that skill set, because most guys end up sitting in stupid ass relationships that they don't want to be in with girls that disrespect them, that treat them poorly, that do a bunch of fuck
there's
shit
a difference
because
you
they have
can
a
say
scarcity mindset.
Sure, that's because they're fucking retarded, right? You can say maybe part of it might be a scarcity mindset. Some people stay in bad relationships for way too long. But if you go in trying to set it up, it's like, I can walk away from this whatever I want.
What is the reason that they stay? Why do guys stay in bad relationships so much? It's because of scarcity mindset. Why do girls get over relationships way faster than guys? Because girls don't have a natural scarcity mindset like men do.
Destiny, you mentioned love, right?
I don't even think that's true that girls get over relationships way way faster than guys because you guys on here are talking all the time about like, oh, well, the reason why I don't want to date a girl that's older is because she's got all this trauma from all these other relationships.
Hold on.
How is a woman simultaneously traumatized by every relationship she has, but also gets over them really quickly?
No, well, here's the thing. Then why do women break up most of the time? Because they have another guy lined up.
Hold on, if they break up most of the time, does that imply the other one is the one fucking up? Isn't that what the implication would be?
Because they want to leave.
Hold on. If I were to tell you, in business relationships, you know, this partner is left like 50, 60, 70% of the time, wouldn't you assume it's because the other one is fucking up?
That's on a normal case, but we know why women do it.
Why do women do it?
They get bored. They don't feel like it anymore. They have other options.
Bored and don't feel like it anymore are good reasons to leave a relationship. If you feel like you're bored in a relationship, you don't like the relationship, of course you should leave. Why should you stay there?
That's why, as for men, you said you mentioned earlier love, right? What is love? Love is freedom. So having the freedom to walk away is powerful.
Hold on. Love is not the freedom to walk away from your partner.
It is.
That's not true. Love is an obligation to your partner that supersedes your personal freedom. That's the whole point of like, don't we say like fucking women and children first and like men dying for their family and their countries and like I feel like this is some shit where like, would you take a bullet?
On one end, the guy's got to stay if he loves her, but the girl can leave because if it's
the woman shouldn't leave. Well, hold on. If the woman loves their partner or whatever, you also shouldn't leave. But if people are getting bored or don't like the relationship anymore, for a guy or a girl, yeah, of course you should leave if you're not like feeling anymore. Of course.
Well, that's my point, bro. Here's
a woman won't get bored if you have a scarcity mindset. And
women have a natural abundance mindset, which is why they overwhelmingly initiate divorce and breakup. So what I'm saying is that guys need to also have an abundance mindset where they can walk away from the girl. So there's some semblance of the power struggle isn't as I guess polarizing because most girls hold the leverage in most relationships and guys have no power in their relationship. And what I'm saying is that
I don't know how that's true. Like women fare worse than men in almost every degree after divorces. So the idea of pretending
what are you talking about?
They make more money. They have better dating strategies afterwards. Men just do better than women in almost every single metric post-divorce.
What? Bro.
No. Source. Hold on.
Source.
What? Source. You can fucking Google it. Financial outcomes divorce men versus women. You can look it up. But you guys know this on your podcast. If you were scrolling through Tinder and you see some dude is like, oh, single dad, that's like whatever. For some women, that might even be a plus. He's got a kid. He's a cool dude. Whatever. If you see single mom, what are you assuming? That she lives in the fucking Hamptons? That she's in Beverly Hills?
So you're telling me
single mom, she's probably lit as fuck. No shot.
They get wiped up all the time, bro. Listen,
single moms get wiped up all the time.
Come on.
Then what are the single? Hold on, okay? I don't want to make it racial, okay? But like, we're black community here, right? We're like single moms are getting wiped up all the time by other men. That's not true. Single motherhood in a lot of communities is like one of the most destructive aspects to families, and it's really hard for single moms to find another guy because guys would rather not raise another kid than a woman be willing to jump into the guy with his own kid.
Bro, are you saying a divorce absolutely impacts men more negatively than women? Absolutely, it's not even debatable.
Look at outcomes afterwards.
It's night and day.
Not even debatable, bro.
Like night and day difference.
Like yo,
no shit. I know this. Tell them
if divorce didn't destroy
you guys are arguing it, but it's so funny because this is the one time where we can just use our feelings and your intuitions are right. You're using your brain right now to try to think, I think single moms actually do really well. We all know that's not true.
No,
single moms get fucked.
Women fare a lot better post-divorce than men do, bro. And the reason why is because they get the resource, they get the money, they get the children, they get put in a better situation financially.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
dude, they get the house.
Moms don't live good on child support. That's not true. What? Have you ever seen a bitch on child support? She's not living the greatest fucking life. She's not pulling in with her BMW like, oh yeah, I got my $350 child support this month. I'm ready to tear it up. This doesn't happen.
Well, we're assuming that they never got married, one, and two, they were poor from the very beginning. I'm just saying, in an average marriage, for the most part, the guy's making more money on some level,
true,
right? Let's say they divorce, and the woman leaves. She's getting probably the house and money. So it's kind of like she's winning. He is, on the other hand, in a car or, for example, in a friggin' one-bedroom apartment. He's done for.
You're talking about like the 1% of the 1% situations where a woman is like getting a whole house and child support, and this is like a fantasy story. Like I'm sure it's happened, but this is incredibly rare most of the time, and everybody knows this. You're fighting really hard in your brain to try to think like single moms do well. Everybody knows that's not true. You guys even say single moms are use and abuse or one-time use only for fun only. You guys all say that shit. We all know this.
We're not saying single women, okay, single moms do better than single dads. What I'm saying is that. I'm saying that single women, divorce hurts men more than it hurts women. That's my argument. It definitely hurts men way more because men have more to lose. And if it didn't, why are women initiating 80% of the divorces?
Because they must really hate the relationship.
No, because they stand to benefit from it way more than men do.
They don't benefit from the divorce more than staying married.
I mean, that statistic that I saw, of course, it fares immediately. It seems like the women are doing better financially. That's because usually women are not as earning as much as the men. But at the same time, there's also, if you look at the mental health rates, men are 8 times more likely to commit self-deletion after divorce.
True.
8 times more.
Marriage is a good controlling factor for
8
men.
8 times more. Crime. You're going to say that women do so much, are in a
Are we going to use suicide as the defining
That's
factor?
probably
What
the best-
percentage of people commit suicide?
No, but it is a
8
factor.
times more?
It is a factor to it to show who actually suffers more from divorce.
Hold on. Suicide is affecting like point whatever percent of all men divorced. Income is affecting everybody. And in income, men fare better. In future relationships, men tend to pair up more often than single moms do. Like these are just two stats that are
Okay,
true.
maybe it's 1%, but still the fact that it's 8 times more reflects the mental health too. Just because only a small percentage of them are actually committing, pulling the trigger, the rest of them must be way unhappier compared to the women.
I mean, they fare better by the numbers. If we want to say they're unhappy, right, we can find some way to measure that. But I don't know if I would
mean,
say
women just stand to gain more post-divorce than men do, which is why they overwhelmingly initiate their breakups.
I think
bro,
they
and the
overwhelmingly
divorces.
initiate their breakups because they're unhappy with their relationships.
So then why get into it in the first place?
Because it was probably
And they
good
also
in the
stand to
beginning, like
benefit.
every relationship.
They're rewarded for
Because
it
they know once they get into it, they can break it and get away with
It's still-
whatever
okay,
they
You
want.
will never find okay, you might find one or two, but overwhelmingly, you're not going to find women that are like, oh yeah, like I got with this guy and I figure like, if it goes bad, at least I get divorced, I get like child support and shit. Nobody thinks like that.
They're going to attorneys before they even get married.
Nope, no. That's overwhelmingly not the case. Nobody thinks like this. Like real women do not think like this. Oh yeah, like I can give this guy and like at least I know my divorce, so I'll get like alimony and child support. Nobody, except for like the ultra rare 0.1%
To
crazy
your
people
point,
that like.
let's say they're not aware of it, right? The moment they say, you know what, mom, I'm thinking about divorce. Guess what happens? They get flooded. Oh, daughter, go here, do this, do that. They're gonna find out what they could do after the fact, and then they do it. So either way, they can find out and still do it.
Bro,
If your wife is asking, how can I get a divorce? Then the relationship's already fucked.
if women didn't stand to benefit, why are so many women so hell bent on getting married? The whole like women want to get married, right? And if it doesn't work out, they can divorce and get the money. Like, bro,
Women probably
my
want to get
stance is
married because
simply
if you're gonna have a family.
My stance is simply this: divorce hurts men more than it hurts women overwhelmingly. From all aspects, whether it's money, whether it's paying alimony, whether it's finding another partner, because a single mom still will be able to find a guy to replace the dude to a degree.
That's not single mom dating sucks.
He might not marry her, but he'll still get
She'll get more options.
benefits.
Still.
Yeah,
Single moms get a bunch of options.
on Tinder, they're booming, bro. No, we say don't do it, but they can still get options.
Yeah, there's a lot of simps out there that'll still take them on.
Yeah.
Do you watch any of the dating shows like on TV or any of these like, bro, single mom dating sucks. It's like the worst
Doesn't matter.
fucking thing in the
They have more
world.
options
They
than
have the
an
options,
average
so
guy.
They'll find someone.
I
It's
don't
crazy.
know. If
And
that's
you pulled this stat that women do, but
nigga.
men pay
Where are you
85%
dating?
of child support after divorce. 85% of the people paying child support are men.
There you go.
That's because most of the time the women are the caretakers of the kids and they take the kid. Of course
That's
they're
the
gonna.
point. So when
But because men aren't taking care of their kids,
But-
the man just leaves.
But hold on, what are the courts based on? The child's best interest. So who does that align to? The
It
mother,
aligns with the primary caretaker.
which is the mother, which
Because
means
sure, but if the mother's taking care of the kid, then of course she's going to be the primary caretaker.
so by default they win in divorce, which means they
Yeah,
have a better option.
But the average child support payment in the United States is like it's like $400 a month or $450 a month, and like 50% of women don't even get child support. And $450 a month is not a lot of money. You're not living a life of luxury with $450 a month of child support, and you got a fucking kid to take care of.
That's if they are marrying an average man, though. If the guy's successful, even better. We're just saying the odds are not for men.
I'm just saying, I don't care about the odds. If you don't argue about that, that's fine. It's this idea that women are going into relationships like already planning out their divorce timeline. That's insane. Nobody wants to be divorced. It sucks. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating.
Sucks for men, not for
no,
women.
it sucks for everybody.
So
It's
explain why did Steven Crowder's wife leave?
What? Steven Crowder got a divorce attorney before she even divorced him. What do you mean?
He wanted to keep the marriage going.
He might have, but their relationship was obviously fucked. If you watch the
Okay,
footage.
but ultimately, it was probably her. She was the one who leaked that video out to the press. She was the one who initiated
2
the
years
divorce.
prior.
from 2 years after.
years.
But that's
So what was the
Crowder-
reason? They were
well,
both-
Crowder had already publicly started talking about the divorce as well.
Okay, well, they got married when they were virgins.
Yep.
Everything seemed to go fine. He didn't hit her. He didn't cheat on her. Why did she want to leave?
Do you think that hitting somebody and cheating them is the only reason why somebody...
That's why I'm asking you. What do you think was a valid
I
reason
don't
for
know what their relationship looked like. There could have been a million...
You
hold
did.
on.
She sent the worst clip that she could possibly find from the footage, and it didn't even look bad at all. It was a small argument. He said,
First of
watch
all-
it. Why? That's it.
No, it
Big
did.
deal.
It looked bad. The
No, it
relationship,
didn't.
The relationship looked fucking miserable. If any of your relationships look like that, you're probably...
If
on
that
the-
was the worst
that's a
clip you could
normal
find,
argument,
if
bro.
that was the worst thing you could find, that's a happy relationship. And that's not a good
That's a
enough
normal
reason
argument.
to leave a marriage. That
We don't-
actually
that's
proves
one
that women are
fight.
incentivized.
First of all, they've already probably been to therapy for counseling. Okay, this probably wasn't their first fight. If they're having
Right?
regular
That
fights,
was
like
the worst fight you could find on camera.
on a ring camera on their porch. I don't know if
There's
they got
probably other cameras in the
rigged up.
house. I mean, if that's the worst thing she can cover up, then that
And
marriage is
Justin,
not
you
bad.
said that
We don't-
women
hold
don't
on, whoa,
plan.
whoa, whoa,
She
hold
had
on.
that
This
clip
is-
from 2 years
this is-
ago. Women definitely planned.
she was
And
sitting
hold
on that.
She had it from 2 years ago because they were getting fucking divorced. They probably saved all the ring camera footage. No shit.
No, she did.
It disappears after a while.
No,
Yeah,
but I
and
bet,
it only-
but they
only
2
90
years ago,
days.
it was like a month or two later where they were already like getting divorce attorneys and shit. So I'm sure they were probably backing all that shit.
And
up.
it was edited.
No, it was not edited.
It was. She
It
cut
was-
out a certain part of it.
There was none of it was
I watched
edited.
And it was cut off at the very
It was
end.
edited, bro.
None of it was
You
edited.
can look at. You can literally.
Bro,
I saw the
broke
cut.
we
it
saw the
down.
timestamp.
We saw the timestamp. She literally cut out 40 seconds of the conversation.
I understand what
clip.
you're saying. Okay. If you watch the way that Ring cameras record, okay, what a Ring camera does is as soon as it begins to record, it records for 60 seconds.
Yes.
And then after those 60 seconds end, it looks for movement. And if there's no movement, it'll cut. If you look at the Ring camera footage, and we can bring up the video now if you want, it'll be like at 30 seconds, there'll be like a little itty bitty cut because people stop moving. And then as soon as somebody talks, it starts recording again. Then after 1 minute and 2 seconds, it cuts again. Then after 1 minute and 2 seconds, it cuts again. It wasn't edited. It was just because there was no movement in the video. You were later on, if you want to watch it, you can go and watch it. Because initially I thought it was edited. And then I had some autistic fan that came out and he drew all the shit for me. But like the video footage was not edited.
Remember,
Regardless, whether it's edited or not, there was a significant part of the conversation not put in there for about 45 seconds that we did not see what was said.
I don't think.
and at the very end, we didn't see that last part
Sure,
either.
but, well, because they went inside and it wasn't being recorded. I'm just saying, hold on. I just want to see your opinions on this.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be cheating or physical abuse to want to leave a relationship. Do you guys agree with that? Or do you think
So
those are
what's the
only
valid
things-
reason? What do you
It
think?
could be that they fought all the fucking time. It could be they didn't love each other much anymore. It could be that they stopped fucking. It could be that they couldn't figure out house chores. It could be that she didn't like that he worked all the time and traveled all the time. It could be that he didn't like her friends and she was talking shit. It could be that like her hygiene got bad or she got fat. I don't know. There's like a million
But
reasons.
those
why
don't
they
seem
could
like valid reasons to
Nobody's
break a marriage.
arguing that. We're arguing that if it happens and they get divorced, men are going to lose.
Well, hold on. No. This is pushing back on the initial point that women go into relationships looking to get divorced. And then he brought up Stephen Crowder's situation. Like, they were married for 9 years. Do you think she planned that out? Do you think her life is going to be better now as a single mom with twins saying, I got fucking divorced? Do you guys think women like wear divorce with pride?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes they can.
Yeah.
But
Okay, that's
Yeah, bro.
that's wild.
but
Look
I
at
get
Tom
your
Brady's
point.
wife.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Tom
you're
Brady
going to bring up
Giselle.
a billionaire fucking white? Come on. These are your go-to examples. Do you think the average
Well,
woman
that-
tells her family,
Women
like,
look
I got
up to these
divorced?
girls. Women always compare themselves to the famous celebrities they see on the magazines. Like, I'm a divorce queen now. I'm having my new
So
awakening
we
in
need
my
the women
40s.
show for
Okay,
these
so look,
types, okay?
you might
I
be
feel
right
crazy
where
here.
no party likes divorce,
Yeah.
but ultimately, who's going to win? The woman. We're just saying that.
Women will get more money from the man at the end
So
because
then-
the man is usually earning more. But
So you
post-divorce,
agree
men,
that- with us then?
post-divorce, men fare better than the women. That's why the women get a little bit more
But
money.
they fare better in what regard then? Specifically?
Financially and in future relationships.
I still think a single mom has more prospects than a single dad, dude. 100%. Like women have more, bro. An average girl has more prospects than some of the top tier guys.
Prospects to fuck.
But still, here's the thing.
Prospects to fuck and prospects to date are
men
two
will-
totally different
men
things.
will
You're right.
still
You're 100% right about
do
that.
it.
But they at least get the opportunities.
Yeah.
Fuck.
To put themselves out there in front of a guy. Because yes, there's a lot of prospects to fuck. Yes, but in that, all those prospects are some guys that will definitely court them and take them seriously as well.
No, I mean, like, no, fuck.
It's
I don't
true.
want to shit on single moms, but there aren't a lot of like ultra high value guys that are looking to wife up a single mom who's like
We didn't
32.
say high value guys.
Yeah, but I'm saying they just have more
Sure,
options.
no, but I'm saying that like it's not like her dating options are vast. And if you look at the research, men afterwards will fare better in getting into relationships better than women do, who are single dads versus single moms.
but they're still broke though.
They're not. Why are they broke?
Divorce. They
But
hurt.
divorce
Well,
doesn't break you all the time. That's not true. You guys are looking at the most extreme examples.
Well, also 85% of men have to pay child support after divorce. And
Again,
you're
the
saying
average child support is like $450
that's a lot of money.
month.
That's a lot of money for the average guy.
for a lot
If
of
I'm
people.
making
That's
only
a lot.
$1,000 a month, every 2 weeks, bro, that's a lot of money.
If
for
you're
me.
making $1,000 every 2 weeks, you're not paying $450 in child support.
Well, you said that's the average.
That's
For,
the average,
I
though.
said that's the average, and you're giving me like the lower end of like what men are making.
that's a lot of money for a lot of guys who are watching the show right now.
Yeah.
Probably, but a lot of guys watch the show right now have never touched a girl in their life, so I'm sure they're fine.
Okay,
okay?
and then you're
They're
also
not
gonna
paying
say-
child support, okay?
and then
Don't
you're-
say guys that are
that's
watching
such
the
a
show.
stupid point.
whose first person going to touch your dick is the doctor in the
What
section.
a dumb
Bro,
point.
don't take that from him, bro. You are a stud, bro. Don't take
How
that
are
from
you
him.
gonna say? How are you gonna say that there's no guys that are gonna take a single mom seriously, and then also make fun of 20,000 people watching and say that these guys aren't fucking? Of course they're gonna go settle down with the single mom if they got the chance. If you're calling these loser guys who can't get a girl, if they find a hot girl who has a kid, they're gonna go and settle according to your logic.
Guys, like the video,
I mean,
man.
the numbers don't
Like
lie,
the video.
but yeah.
20K watching.
Yeah,
Like-
like it. How many likes do we have on this video?
I don't know, but
Check.
some probably went. Some dislikes probably came after that. But that's fine.
Okay.
And there are divorce parties. I've seen a lot of them on social media. Women celebrate that. They have their new thing in their 40s. I'm 21 forever. They celebrate this thing. It's actually encouraged a lot of women
it's
like
just
that.
simple because like I said, as feminism has gotten stronger and stronger, women are able to leave relationships, etc. And things have changed. The sexual marketplace has changed. Women have initiated more and more divorces, bro. Like women
This
are
idea that,
incentivized
like,
nowadays.
The idea that
divorce.
women like divorce and like to initiate it, and it's like fun. It's
They
just
like being
this is
single.
wild. No,
They
they like getting out of
initiate
a
it.
bad relationship. but they don't like divorce. Somebody goes in wanting to get divorced. It's humiliating to say you got divorced.
Because here's the thing: women don't marry for duty like they used to anymore. They marry for I want to be happy. They marry for happiness. And let's be honest here: happiness and emotions fluctuates all the time.
Yep.
That's part of building a relationship.
But a lot of girls don't want to stand that. But that's what I'm trying to say.
The whole point of building a real relationship is building it past the honeymoon phase. Like, oh, I love you. That's part of building a good relationship.
You know what, Destiny?
Yeah.
You better never get divorced.
What? I've already been divorced.
So what are you saying?
Wait, who initiated that one?
We both kind of did.
I know what that means.
We got him.
I got married when I was 19. We both got married for financial aid.
She initiated it, bro.
What is we both initiate? I mean, we don't need to get personal.
We can go as personal as you want. We broke up.
No, you were personal about the grape at the dinner table story, so you're not going to get personal.
We're going to move on, man.
Yeah, I'll move on. All right, we got here Cam from TMR Radio. Stop the cap. Statistically, abstinence preaching doesn't work. The whole point of his post was risk mitigation. Sneako is being obtuse for clicks. This is actual female-ish arguing like this.
Well, it doesn't have to be abstinence, but also just realize the risk. Like when you go and have sex with a girl, understand that you could get her pregnant, and then take responsibility for it if that does happen. Like if you're going to exercise discipline in every single aspect of your life, you need to network. You can't watch porn. You can't play video games. You can't smoke weed, but you can fuck a bunch of feminist hoes who you don't want to have kids with. That's stupid.
Sneako, I agree with you, but here's the problem.
Niggas gonna smash.
You did plan B, right? Why don't you keep it?
It's better than getting a vasectomy.
Just say abortion is fake. So
better than getting a vasectomy.
Listen,
I was in college, man. That was back in the day. Yo, fresh. Don't make me fucking air out your shit, bro. Because I was being honest. You know, got it one time. No. It's okay.
He's not the one advocating for it.
I'm not advocating for it.
You're not taking any stance at all. You're like, well, I understand why, but I'm not pro or con. Take a stance.
That is an individual choice. I can't tell anybody to do what they don't want to do. It's individual.
I'm asking your opinion. Do you think advocating for vasectomies for a male audience is good or bad?
And I told you the last show, nigga.
So you're not taking a stance?
Hold on. I personally, I'm not going to do it. But
I'm not asking about you. Would you advocate for this?
Okay, here we go. 20,000 men's brains. They're connected to you right now, Fresh, and you can transmit them one message. Do you tell them
get a vasectomy
or don't get a vasectomy?
This is the answer. This is the full
what do you tell
plan.
them? Their minds are hooked in you right now. Get ready. They're about to call their general practitioners right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
As a man, decide what you want. Do you want kids? No.
Listen, bro, this is a ducking answer.
I'm giving them the full answer. Do you want kids? Do you want a business? Do you want to be successful? Weigh that out. Then put in priority what matters to you as the individual man. Then from there, plan out your life. And if that includes a vasectomy, well, good for you. But if it doesn't, so what? I'm just saying, as an individual, you choose whatever you want to do. It's simple.
You're avoiding the question.
I answered it for you.
That's not an answer.
It is.
Would you advocate towards a vasectomy for the majority of people watching? Yes or no?
I told you it's up to that
It's
person.
a yes or no question. You kick out girls for not answering yes or no questions on the show all the time.
I answered the question.
It's yes or no.
No, it's not. It's not black and white.
I'm asking you a yes or no question.
What? Bro, I just told you what the answer was.
But it does vary wildly from man to man, bro.
The thing is, like, if you're saying like all this stuff, you're not really giving me advice. Like, imagine somebody comes to me, they're like, should I start working out? I'm like, well, it depends on your diet and your sleep, and you should make the right choice for you based on what you want your life to look like. That's not advice. If somebody comes to me like, do I want to be high value? I was like, should I get a vasectomy? Like, well, you should make the right choice for you. Like, well, it's not like, but your advice is like, figure out what's right for you. But they're coming to you for the advice.
General advice. If a girl came in and said, should I wait until I'm 35, freeze my eggs when I'm 21, and then unfreeze my eggs when I'm 35? I would say, no, that's a stupid decision. You shouldn't do that. You should go and prioritize your youth now.
Okay.
And you would probably agree. You would probably tell the girls who want to freeze their eggs, that's stupid. Why can't you apply? That's the exact same thing for men.
But Sneako, what are they going to do? Do whatever they want to do.
And so I'm looking for your advice. I'm coming in as a viewer, as a fresh and fit viewer, 20,000 people watching. What is your opinion on this?
I just told you. Personally, I would not do it, but the individual might want to do it.
Okay. If a girl came in and asking if she should freeze her eggs, yes or no, what would you say? Oh, it's up to you?
I would say, personally speaking, if I were you, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
But it's up to you. And guess what? What happens on the show? They give advice all the time. They still go out and do the same shit. So it's kind of like, bro, I can give people advice, but they're going to do what they want to do anyway. So your point's mute. Let's move on, man.
You just like destroy the whole format of like YouTube shows. If you're just gonna say you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway, it's like, okay, here's the financial advice show for rental properties. You guys are gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. Good luck.
No. I'm answering his question, but I'm just saying in general, right? As a man, that's your choice to make.
So is being fat. So is being fat.
So is playing video games. So is smoking weed.
That
is a life-altering choice.
So is being fat. And the stance from the show is being fat is unacceptable. Most guys are going to be fat anyway. America's getting fatter and fatter.
This is external to having kids. That's a life-changing choice for having kids, not being fat.
Being fat is life-changing, very life-changing.
Not for kids though, bro.
Damn, it's even worse for kids being fat.
I mean, having kids in general.
Okay, but if you could have a hard stance on a life choice, being fat, why can't you have a hard stance on a vasectomy and having children?
I just told you what it was.
Myron, do you have a hard stance on this? Like, because you've had controversial opinions on sports, video games, porn, everything that distracts you from becoming high value.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a hard stance on this? Like, would you advocate yes or no towards getting a vasectomy?
Or we can say, guy comes up, he's 19. Okay, first year in trade school because college is for losers. Okay, he's on his way to becoming an electrician. He's like, I think I want to start my electrician company. Hopefully, I'll find a woman in the next like 4 or 5 years, but I want to focus my career for the next 3 or 4 years. Find a woman maybe when I'm 25, 26, and maybe have kids when I'm like late 20s. Do you think I should get a vasectomy? What would you tell that guy?
In that particular situation,
Yeah,
I would tell him no, just wear a condom and don't be an idiot and focus on obviously your business, everything else. But
Okay,
right, you guys got to understand that. For this particular situation, it's not black and white because every man is in a different point in his life and it varies wildly depending on their age, their income level, their sexual experience with women. So you can't give one, piece of blanket advice. And you guys trying to say, oh, well, for real estate or for fitness, well, that's objective because to make money on real estate, you have to do X, Y, Z. Typically, that's going to work for a majority of people. But this is not black and white like that. Or fitness, for example, go to the gym and exercise because it's pretty much irrefutable that going to the gym and exercising is going to give you a healthier life. So that's not up for debate. But when it comes to vasectomy, that varies wildly between each man and their life choices, what they want to do, where they are in life, their sexual experience, how much money they make, etc. It depends on.
I feel like vasectomy, the advice is very easy. If you are at a stage in your life and you're done wanting to have kids, get a vasectomy.
and also I don't think
That's
it really.
one situation where it would be valid.
That'd be
There
like
you
my
go.
blanket advice.
That's
But-
one example
but-
where it'd be valid.
It is, but once again, what if I change my mind 10 years later
You're
and it's
fucked.
harder?
You're fucked.
That's the point. It can change.
There's a
as a
difference
man.
between like, I'm 36, I've got 3 kids, I'm done having kids, I'm going to get a vasectomy, versus I'm going to get a vasectomy when I'm 19 because I don't think I want to have kids. Those are two wildly different
And
situations.
that's your demographic for the most part.
Sneako, you said yourself, right, that you change as a person.
with the,
Right.
with the
A
wind.
vasectomy is a permanent surgery, so I wouldn't recommend someone get a permanent surgery if you're going to grow and continue maturing throughout your 20s.
Okay, that's great. Once
Actually,
again,
it's not permanent. It could be reversed.
Maybe.
I mean, there's a high likelihood that it could be reversed.
And also,
bro.
I disagree with you saying that you're saying that it varies man to man about what they want in life.
Yeah.
I don't think it really varies as much as you're saying it does. Our purpose here, the reason that we're here is to have a family. The reason that we exist is to procreate. It does not vary as much as you think. The reason
It absolutely varies. One
we
guy
were
that
not
has
born-
children is different than a guy that might not have children. The guy that has children already has a family, just like Destiny said. He would be a good candidate for vasectomy. Go ahead and do it. Another guy, right, that's younger in his life, might not be a good option.
But the
for him.
advice wasn't targeted at that guy. You know who that advice was targeted at. It's targeted at like the young guy in his early 20s or teens because it's saying vasectomy in your 20s. So this must be advice for people who are just starting their male adulthood.
again, bro, you're taking it out of context.
like,
That's,
bro.
that's exactly what the context was.
You're taking what he's saying and like applying it to the general masses. He's saying in this specific instance,
High value.
if you want to get your value up as quickly as possible.
And who is that advice for? Young men, not the guy who's already had 3 kids, who's 36. He's not going to decide I'm going to become a high value man like after having a family. You're targeting towards young men who are navigating life, taking advice from an older guy on the internet.
Look, he's saying for this particular situation, you want to become as high value as possible, quickly. Do all these things and it'll mitigate your risk. Okay. He can also say in there, work 150 hours a week. Obviously, that's not practical for a lot
I
of
saw
people.
that. He said he wants to call in and tell us what he actually meant.
I guess. Here's a novel idea. How about you tell me? Let me call in to tell you what I actually meant.
You know what? Let's do it, bro.
Yeah, we gotta fire up the phone lines though.
Okay,
Mo, do you know how to do
Chris, is Chris not here?
Chris
that?
is not here.
Album.
Yeah.
Sleeping, dude.
Oh, Chris.
Okay.
We'll
get it done.
Get it going. Okay.
So, some chat for now.
But yeah,
Guys,
okay.
we got 21K watching, man. Like the video,
Yeah,
bro.
like
what's
the
up
video,
with
the
the
channel
guys?
and follow you on Rumble.
Cuxtony, yeah. Rumble.com/.
This guy,
Yeah,
bro.
That's
yeah.
fucking funny, Cuxtony. All right, where we? Jose Corota goes, Martin, how are you okay with telling young men to go to sleep around before marriage? You've said men should sleep with at least 50 girls before marriage. Quran 24:2, condensed promiscuity. Sneako go do Muay Thai in Thailand. Look, bro. See, this is what I mean when I say people lack critical thinking skills.
We're only supposed to do the fun parts of the religion, okay? Not the shitty parts, guys.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's that number one. I'm not saying that I'm the Mu'min, the best Muslim ever. I've said this plenty of times that I'm not the best Muslim, and I need to practice better and become
Many
a better
times.
Muslim if I want to. I've said that before. Okay, that's number one. And then number two, I'm telling guys in the West, if you want to go ahead and get a relationship with a girl, these women are promiscuous and these girls are out here doing things. I don't want guys getting finesse going into a relationship with a girl that has more bodies than you, has more sexual experience than you, and you're a virgin and you think, oh my God, she likes me, because you're too stupid to realize and don't have the abundance mindset, understand how women move. So again, this is what I'm trying to say when I say like these traditional conservative beliefs, they're fantastic on paper, but they don't work today, bro. They don't. Okay. And with all the things that guys are risking with the marriage courts, the divorce courts, etc., you're going to take an L. So you need to know what the fuck you're getting into, man. So again, if you want to go ahead and have a more traditional relationship like what you're advocating here, bro, go to Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? Go to a Middle Eastern country where they observe those beliefs and take them more seriously than here. But I'm talking about in the West, man, where feminism is strong. You have to move differently. The game has changed. All right. What else do we got here? Kingdom 001. Destiny is full of it when it comes to his relationship beliefs. His wife said he had problems with cheating and loyalty. That's part of the reason she insisted they have an open relationship. He's actually lives a red pill life.
Listen, I got all sorts of problems with my relationship, okay?
At least you're making it work, I guess.
Chuckles,
Honey Suck says, question for Sneako. What's your opinion on the drama that happened between Rollo and Nick?
Who's Nick?
I didn't watch it, but you know Nick. Our guy, the next president of the United States in 2036.
This nigga, bro.
America first. I don't watch it.
That Nick.
Ron,
wait, what happened? What was the drama between them? What happened?
I'm not sure. I need to watch it.
Oh, damn.
Ron Zero says, so it's not a high value man, but a high value man to women. Because the true value of a man won't ever be defined really by rather or not another gender like you. That's just a fringe benefit to being high value.
Oh, nice.
That's your
Good
point
job.
earlier.
That guy should be a co-host.
Yeah. No, but Rollo once again was mentioning high value man in itself. Brendan 100 says, hi guys, support from Malta. Wanted to say thanks for self-improvement and motivation. Says, listening to your podcast, I got promoted to an executive role and working for head of department. Keep doing this and it does help a lot. Shout out to you, bro.
All right.
3 Diglets.
What else here? 3 Diglets. Sneako, when's the last time you busted a nut?
No, you meat watching like crazy, bro.
Damn. We got the dick police out tonight.
I mean, that's a valid question.
That's not.
Yeah, Mr. Traditional Conservative.
Fuck, bro.
Mr. Tradcon. Yeah, bro. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Tradcon.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead, nigga.
When did I say I was a TradCon?
It's in the name, Sneakon.
Bro, were you not on this podcast less than a week ago?
Did I say I was a TradCon?
Building a family, blah, blah, blah.
A leaf in the wind, bro. It's blowing.
I'm not. Okay, when did it's a specific question. When did I say I'm a TradCon?
We had a
You
show.
don't have to say it, but you had traditional conservative beliefs about, your
Family
you build
and-
families and all this other stuff. Like, why should guys waste their time having pointless sex, meaningless sex, blah, 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 blah.
Don't stop the baby, Sneako. You know what? Let's hashtag Sneako's baby. R.I.P.
What? Sneako's baby R.I.P.
You said
I'm not killing no baby. That's crazy. You want me to go on a podcast right now and tell everyone, oh yeah, I busted a nut yesterday. That's what you want me to say? Talk about my nut bust?
Yep.
Genuinely, that's what you want me to talk about? But you can't answer a specific question about vasectomies. But I need to talk about nut busting. But you need to duck for two. No, you didn't. Yes or no question.
Bro, it's not black and
You're
white.
not black and white.
Okay.
Every guy is different.
I'm asking you a yes or no.
hell?
I asked you a yes or no
If
question
you
and
give me
you
a
ducked
specific
that.
scenario for the guy, then I can give you a specific situation, a specific answer for him. But again, I can't
It's
give a specific
general
answer.
advice.
Dude, generally, you heard us.
Every guy's
Personally,
different.
we would not.
Significantly different.
It's funny though how you answered it for the girls though. You would say that a girl you should not freeze her eggs, and you would definitely give the same
because
answer.
women have a finite amount of time to have children. It's biological.
So
and
it's
they have
general
freeze your
for-
eggs. That's the point of freeze your eggs. You don't have a finite amount of time.
There you go.
No,
It's general for women, but it's not general for men.
because with women, their chances of having a child after they turn 30 drop off precipitously.
Not if she
That's
freezes her
objective
eggs.
fact.
Not if she freezes her eggs.
It's still fucking.
Sneako,
It's still
are we the same?
ability.
As women, are we
Men
the
and
same?
women are not the same. We
I
don't
feel
have
like
the
there
same
should be
time
a
clock.
segment of this show now where I find the most retarded shit Rollo has said, and then I see how much you guys defend it. Because I know you motherfuckers don't want to defend this point, but because Rollo fucking said it, now you feel like you're roped
It's just
into
the
it.
context, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Roll up. Yo,
Yeah.
can we get him on
Get
the
him on
phone,
the
bro?
phone line.
I might call him.
Well,
yeah,
on
first
my
time
phone,
call
just put it
line.
on speaker.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Because a Block Talk,
Takes
I'd
a
have
lot.
to fire it up and it'll take some time. And
Or he could join StreamYard.
oh shit, actually we could do that.
Roll.
too.
I'm gonna send the link.
Yeah. All right, then that could be too. Okay, so we got here Jay Wood, LOL Saint, Jim's comment, fax machine, no printer, Destiny and his girl smash dudes on the side. Sneak, I wish I had taken Rolo's advice. 1K a month child support right here, sir. 8 times 18 years. You're young. You don't know.
You don't know how to pull out, bro. Pull out, bro.
But
You pull out game week.
But see, okay, that's true. But what again? The whole vasectomy thing is like we said before. It's retard proof for the people so that they.
So
don't
you're
make that
calling
mistake.
you're calling him a retard?
He made a mistake, and he's telling you right now. He's acknowledging that mistake and saying like, "Damn, yo, bro, like I fucked up."
So you call him? Yeah, okay. So you're retarded. Pull out. What's wrong?
I love how you.
I mean, that's basically what you're saying. Retard.
I mean, look at the guy's picture. He looks retarded.
All right, where are we at here?
Hey, sorry,
more.
guys.
Yes, minor vasectomies are 97%. Okay. Reversal within 10 years.
That is not true.
I don't know where you're getting that.
It's 90% plus. Yes.
It's like
I don't know if
30 to 60%. It's like 30 to
97.
60% after 10 years.
No, within.
No, within 10 years is not true. It's not 97% reversible.
No, it's 90%
Just look
within
it up.
10
Fucking
years.
Google it.
Okay. However, vasectomies can still cause most men to be infertile after reversal surgery based on many studies. So Sneako would be right in this case about Rolo comments.
Oh, hold on. If we're going to play the well actually game, that's probably true. The issue is the studies that I've seen isn't whether or not a vasectomy is reversible. It's how many of those men are fertile after. So it might be that you can get it reversed, but the fertility rate, it like drops a ton. So I'm pretty sure fertility after 10 years is anywhere from 30 to 60%. But that doesn't mean it just magically zips to that after 10 years. Like it's steadily going up every single year.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time.
Sure.
Okay, where are we at here?
Okay, we got Cam
From TMR Radio goes, stop the cap. Statistically, abstinence preaching doesn't work. The whole point of his post was to risk
Yeah, you already read this
litigation.
one.
Sneako's being, I read that one. Okay. A low hand, can F-boy be a good dad?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but a whore can't be a good mom, right?
No. Men and women are not the same, Sneako. We all know this.
Ooh.
Run zero, $50. Someone is fucking up, but it's not necessarily due to it being the other person's fault. Also, if you love, you'll let them go is true.
Yes.
Like leaving someone because you know the toxicity will hurt them both. It shows maturity in the man.
Love is freedom.
Okay.
Being able to walk away. Sentience.
Oh.
Welcome back, my friend.
Welcome back. Where you been, man?
He been in other places. You know?
Other places?
Other podcasts.
Okay, Lestiny, you said love is an obligation to your partner while also saying if someone is bored in said relationship, they should walk away. So which is it? I said that's what I was trying to say
That's a
earlier.
good point.
That's not a good point.
Is it an obligation or a whimsical feeling? Talking quickly doesn't make you intelligent. It makes you a charlatan.
Oh, sorry. I'll talk slower for this guy. Okay. I see the $100 probably came from some social services fund for him. Okay. So
He's a doctor.
listen. Okay. Yeah, I doubt it. Okay. Okay. Unless he's got a PhD in gender studies for red pillology. All right. Okay. Listen. Your love is an obligation, in that if you're trying to build a good relationship with somebody, there's a lot of problems that you have to work through. Okay. But
Like
that doesn't
boredom.
mean that you're obligated to stay through everything forever if like the relationship is not working. Your obligation is to make the relationship work in whatever way you can. But if it can't, at some point, you just have to walk away.
So is boredom a valid reason to leave a marriage?
It depends on what we mean by boredom. If boredom is like both partners don't like to see each other or do anything with
wife's
each
bored.
other. If they don't like to see each other do anything with each other, then yeah, that's a valid reason to break up. Why would you want to be bored with somebody? Why would
So-
you want to be in a relationship like that?
So how is it an obligation if you can leave when you're bored?
The obligation isn't to stay no matter what. The obligation is to work.
It says till death do us part
Exactly.
within marriage. That's the whole creed of marriage. If you leave because you feel like it, why are you getting married?
Boredom is a terrible reason to get divorced.
Okay, you guys sound like you're set
That
for some
goes
like
against- that goes against the whole
god-awful,
vow of marriage and the
miserable
whole
fuck-
bond.
But I'm not looking at like marital vows in terms of
But
how they're
how
written.
would
You
you-
guys pick and choose your relationship.
How would
whatever
you,
want.
how
Don't
would you,
get married.
no, hold
If
on.
you-
How
if
would you
you-
feel if your girl was like, you know what, I'm bored, bye.
If my girl was bored in my relationship, yeah, I'd feel bad. I'd try to do something to
That's the
alleviate
point.
it. But if I can't, then yeah, of course, I'd expect us to break up. Why would I want to be with somebody who's bored with me?
But that means just because she feels bored, she can leave at any point in time, and you're gonna be on a hook.
Yeah, we live in a society where both people can walk away at any point in time. It's called not having fucking slavery. Okay.
Yeah, but you're on the hook though. She's not.
Well, it depends on if you've got kids and whatnot. Yeah.
It seems
But
like
that's
there's
part of
no
another obligation.
It seems like there's no reason that you got married then. If there's no obligation besides like if something really happened, if there's some terrible infidelity or you beat her or like she's extremely depressed, but boredom is a terrible reason to end a marriage.
Is it a good reason to end a relationship?
A relationship is more lenient, yeah.
Okay, you guys are on some other shit. I personally don't give a fuck about marriage. But if you're
What?
big on marriage, yeah, I'm not like I think it's a piece of paper to me, right?
So why did you get married?
Because how else is she gonna get in the country? She's Swedish. If we're not married, we can't live together.
See, it benefited her, but not
Okay,
you.
so then can
Well,
you
it
really
benefited me because I get to live with my wife. Sorry, I had a fresh moment there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a benefit to me. Okay.
This guy, man. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, like, if you want to get married to like make it official, there's some financial benefits as well, arguably, when it comes to filing taxes.
For her.
And then when it comes to for
Minuscule,
both
though.
people, mainly
Bro,
for the
there's
man,
no
actually.
benefit to marriage for men.
There absolutely is a tax
What?
benefit.
Minuscule is Bro.
The risk that you're taking to get that small tax benefit is
not
not
worth
worth it.
There's a risk in every relation. There's a risk in everything you do in life. There's a risk in
Of
relationships.
course, but in that situation, the risks from divorce far outweigh the tax benefits you'll
Okay,
get.
are you just going to tell men
Just buy
to
some
never?
real estate.
You understand that there's like common law marriage in like 24 fucking states too. So you're telling men don't live with your significant others
No.
either?
yes.
Don't.
Don't.
We tell guys, don't get married and don't live with your girl.
To mitigate
What
risk.
kind of relationships are you guys even talking about then?
Bro,
She
got her-
lives somewhere else. You live somewhere
Yeah,
else.
they
That's
come
great.
together every now and then. Do a sleepover.
Don't live with a girl,
Good to
bro.
see you.
Fuck that.
Having sleepovers with your
You go back
wife,
home.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Bro, again, we're
Ideal.
talking from a defensive standpoint to protect the guy. Like, don't live with the girl, don't get married. Absolutely, yeah. And here's the other reason why it's bad. I don't suggest guys live with girls. Like, number one, that mystery is gone. Number two, you're gonna get softened up living with your girl because she's gonna be like, oh, hang out with me, have ice cream, all this other bullshit. Like, nah, man, you need to be by yourself or live with other guys that got their shit together so you stay sharp.
You're living with the bro squad.
Or live
Is
by
that so
yourself.
you guys
or
can
live
have
by
like
yourself.
the keys to your chastity cages
Or-
while you're all
or-
like bunking
or live
together?
by
Like,
yourself.
Oh, he's
can
funny.
you give me the key tonight? Like, I want to go fuck somebody. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna tape the condom on your little pee-pee before you
Here's the
leave.
thing, because men are
Bro,
inherently
you can't make gay
competitive.
jokes if you're bisexual. You can't make gay jokes.
I can make gay
Like,
jokes
that
because I'm
isn't-
bisexual. It makes it extra okay.
Okay, because you're
I'm
calling
not
it
even gay enough to live with other
You're calling
guys.
it
Man, I not
gay.
live with
You're
my-
calling it gay if like men who are friends or if I live with my brother, then that's gay.
That sounds like
But
the
you living with your
gayest shit in the world.
you
That's
actually
gayer-
are gay and
that
you
is
live with your
gayer
wife.
than sucking dicks.
But
okay,
what
a
you're
guy
saying
on
does not
Grindr.
apply
The
when
guys on Grindr on average are less gay than guys who are like, I don't live with my significant other 10 years because I'm shacked up with bros that are high value men, so we can fucking slap each other's dicks on the way in and out of the bathroom while we help each other with our high valued lifestyle. That sounds like the gayest shit in the
Here's
world.
Here's the thing. I didn't say like you need to live with other guys. What I'm saying is that it's better to either live with other dudes or live by yourself, but don't live with your girl is my main point. That's the takeaway.
Okay.
Don't live with your girl.
yeah, and that the,
Do you
the
guys
jokes
like
just don't
living
apply.
with women? Like, is it?
Huh?
No. Once in a while, I'll see you like once a month or like
Okay.
once a week or something
Yeah,
like
bro.
that. But
Look,
absolutely not.
You guys not like your partners? You just,
No, it's just that living
We
with a girl
love
softens you up, bro.
They
women.
become insufferable.
But as a
Yeah.
man, that environment is not healthy long term.
Absolutely not.
That's all we're saying.
You know what I actually really like in the
Women soften you up when you live with them, bro.
You know what the Quran says?
What?
Like you should just avoid your wives when they're on their periods. Like don't even see them. Like just be away from them. You shouldn't be around your woman when she's on. I'm like, yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I was looking for. It solves all the problems. Why would you want to be with her all the time? She's always emotional. She's always gonna have a problem. She's gonna want to like put her legs on your legs while you're just like chilling.
you just sound like you hate women.
You're working. No, they're great sometimes, and then they get too much, and then go away.
So
You go your
couldn't
separate
handle
ways.
with being with a woman all the time, but you could handle living with several high value men at the same time.
That sounds like
You're
way
making
more
it sound really
enjoyable.
bad. You're making it sound
I'm
really
just saying
bad.
it sounds a little gay.
Well, no, because you'll have more similarities with them. Go to the gym, making money, discuss fucking getting better. Like
Look, the only
you
people
can't
that
have these
call
conversations with chicks.
The only people that call that gay
Uh-huh.
are actual gay people.
Okay.
Like men understand that. Like, why would I want to live with a chick all the time? She's gonna be nagging. But like a dude who actually sucks dick is calling it gay if I live with another guy.
Yeah, that sounds super. I wouldn't even want to be around men that much, but
Clearly, you do.
I don't live with a man. Though. I live with a woman.
Okay.
All right, let's move on, man.
All right, where are we at here?
Oh,
Oh,
let's-
yeah,
let's
yeah,
get
yeah. We'll get off Twitter,
and Facebook.
Come on
yeah.
over to YouTube and Rumble, and then just.
And also, we
this
got
is
Rolo
funny.
joining us shortly. Oh,
Yeah.
Rolo's here.
Oh, he's already here. Oh shit.
Go.
Okay. Do we have anything else more we read before we bring Rolo
All right,
in?
let's do these
Let me
shots real
finish
quick.
these and then
Yeah.
we'll bring Rolo in. Destiny, when I was 28, I dated a woman 7 years older than me. She got triggered one day when I was listening to my favorite rock band because her ex liked the same music. That's part of the baggage older women come with. No thanks, never again. Okay.
Angel.
D, there is a large number of women on social media promoting starter husband culture. It's all over TikTok and feminist blogs. Divorce is planned before the wedding. Why do women get crappy about prenups if it's for love till death do us part? Well, yeah,
See?
because women don't. Yeah,
They don't care,
if
bro.
they don't feel it a certain way, they're gonna divorce.
Yeah.
That's why they initiate it. Safraz Zaman goes, how can Destiny talk about relationships when he has an open relationship while he is married? So ask him who initiated an open relationship. If he says it's him, we all know it's Cap.
I mean, we started a relationship open. The whole point is I like to fuck around. I'm never going to date somebody that's in a closed relationship. That's my choice. But if you think it's Cap, then you can think it's Cap. I don't give a fuck. I don't need a ton of people.
Well, he's asking who initiated it, you or your girl.
We started it open.
No, but who
Well, someone had to initiate
said, hey, I want this first?
It started that way. What do
She
you
said
mean?
on my stream she's always been open.
She's always done open relationships, and I've unfortunately cheated in relationships. So if I was ever going to date somebody again, it could never be a close thing.
So you
So I
felt-
found her. She does open relationships, and she introduced me to the concept. She's like, "Oh yeah, like sometimes like I fuck around, and even though I'm dating, I'm like, oh, that sounds fucking
Okay.
awesome."
So he
So-
followed her protocol.
Yeah.
So
she took the leader.
the
She
leader.
was the masculine role on that. Yeah.
Bruh.
All right.
And you're calling us gay?
Bro, one kid is 25% of your income, 3 additional percent for each kid, up to 9%, total 34% of your income. Pre-taxes, 99% of the time you have to maintain insurance. Add another $6 to $1,000 a month. Please give this man with 6'9" stupid. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I disagree with Destiny on. I think that divorce significantly hurts men more than women. I mean, Destiny disagrees, but that's fine. But that's fine. We'll keep going. Taylor. Destiny, if women initiate 80% of divorce but fare worse after, are they acting against their best interest by getting a divorce? If so, why? There's a difference between faring worse after a divorce and faring worse as a result of the divorce. Okay.
Yeah, you guys just don't think about like relationships at all. Like it's not just about the numbers for people. Like some people are unhappy in their relationship, so they leave. But I think you guys just don't compute that at all. It's all about like numbers and game and red pill and like some people just are miserable in their relationships and they leave. They divorce.
I'm just saying. My stance was simply this: women fare better after divorce than men do. You don't agree? That's fine. I think when you look at it from the totality of the circumstances, from a financial standpoint, from having other prospects, from being able to get back into the sexual marketplace in an advantageous position, I think women have a better ability to do that post-divorce than men do. That's my argument.
I understand. I disagree.
Okay.
8 times more likely to self-delete.
Yeah. That's fine.
Emmanuel Cephas.
And I think that's the beauty of this is that we can agree. That's my stance. You disagree. That's fine. Emmanuel Cephas goes, I want to give a special thanks to Myron for helping me find my purpose currently pursuing a career in federal law enforcement. I will make it my mission to find a way to put Sneako in federal prison when I get that badge.
You're not going to catch me, bro.
Okay.
You're not going to catch me.
Great combo. Just want to say,
for what though? What did I do?
Sex, I don't know. A relationship. Our
Muslim,
different,
right?
2023 relationship starts with sex now. So if you have more opportunities to have sex, you have opportunities for dating. But for women, it probably won't be their first choice. Okay, I get what you're saying. They get more opportunities significantly, which means they have more ability to find a guy in all those opportunities for a real relationship.
That's it.
Your job?